chemistry of carbon compounds. The subtopic is isomerism. Isomerism. Already we learned why carbon form 90% compound in the earth. Already we define the isomerism also. Further, we'll take the examples of isomerism. We know very well what is by isomerism. Further, I define isomerism means compound having same molecular formula but different structures are called isomers, and phenomenon is called as isomerism. Compound having same molecular formula but different structures are called isomers, and phenomenon is called as isomerism. Already we learn first isomerism of alkane is butane. Butane having two isomers, one is N-butane and second one is isobutane. N-butane and isobutane. N-butane and isobutane. N-butane and isobutane mixture is called LPG. We know very well that is liquefied petroleum gas. We use in daily in kitchen, and that mixture is nothing but the N-butane and isobutane. A gas is called as a LPG gas. Next one, if you see the next one, molecular formula is C5H12. Compound having molecular formula is C5H12 having three isomers. First one is N-pentane, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2 and CH3. First isomer, that is a straight compound, that is N-pentane. N-pentane is the first compound. Second one is isopentane, CH3, CH and CH2, CH3. And third one is first new compound of alkane is CH3, and CH3. Means butane having two isomers but pentane having three isomers: N-pentane, isopentane and neopentane. Isopentane is also called as a 2-methyl butane, and neopentane is called as a 2,2-dimethyl propane. Hence we get the conclusion, number of carbon atoms goes on increases, number of isomers goes on increases. Butane having two isomers, pentane having three isomers, while hexane having 5 isomers. Okay, so butane and next one is a pentane. Which first alkane undergoes isomerism? Butane is the first alkane, it undergoes isomerism. Methane, ethane and propane having only one structure, so they did not undergo isomerism. Okay, so this is isomerism. Alkane also undergoes isomerism.
Alkenes, alkynes, all means further it is the classification of isomerism. The next topic, further we will learn the types of isomerism. Okay, so further on that further we will take the next lecture of that isomerism.
Catenation. Carbon having versatile nature is because of first one is that is isomerism, and second one is the catenation. Maybe question is asked on the basis of this. Define catenation. Give an example of catenation. So what is by catenation? In a modern periodic table having 118 elements, but carbon and silicon having this property and that property is called as the catenation. We can define the catenation in this way. Catenation means self-linking up with itself. Self-linking up with itself is called as catenation. That's why we get many functional groups in organic chemistry, that is alkane, alkene, alkynes. Alkanes also having one series, that is methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, and means we can say that a self-linking formation of carbon having a one another unique property, and because of that unique property it form 90% compound on the earth. If question is asked, write a short note on catenation property, at that time we can write in a modern periodic table containing 118 elements, out of these two, one is carbon and second one is a silicon having such type of the property. Definition: formed by catenation, cell linking with itself to form a chain is called as catenation. For example, if you see the carbon form with itself a bond, that is a covalent bond. Next one, if you see the another is butane. Butane is also one example, means each and every organic compound having the chain, and that chain is because of a property, and that property is called as a catenation property. Okay. Then example, that is butane. This is a property and that is a catenation property. This one, this chain is nothing but that is catenation, self-linking. This is a unique property. So ability to form bond with itself. So carbon having such type of the nature to form the bond with itself is called as a catenation. Next one, after the catenation, next point for the versatile nature of carbon is homologous series. Already we learned two versatile nature of carbon. One is isomerism, second is a catenation, and third one is a homologous series. Because of these three properties, carbon form 90% compound on the earth, and the next point is homologous series. If we see the name homo and logos, homo means same and logos means different, means same difference. We know very well, if we see the alkane, that is a methane, next one is ethane, next one is propane, next one is butane. If we see, this is a one functional group, that is alkane. Starting from methane to the N-butane, if you see the neighboring compound, means methane and ethane, ethane and propane and butane, having the same difference, CH4. If we add CH2 in CH4, we get the next compound. If we add CH2 in C2H6, we get the next compound. Means a compound having same functional group, but neighboring compounds having same difference by CH2 is called as homologous series. So what are the properties of homologous series? First property, chemical property of each and every organic compound having same chemical properties are same. Physical properties are different. But the physical properties goes on gradually increases from the methane to onwards, means top to bottom. For example, if you see the methane having low melting point and boiling point as compared to the ethane having low melting point and boiling point as compared to the propane, means physical property gradually goes on increases. Next one, the differ by neighboring compound is CH2 having same functional group. By atomic weight, the difference is by 14. Means this is called as a homologous series. Question may be asked, write a short note on homologous series. So initially we can write in this way. Homologous series is a one versatile nature of carbon. A compound having same functional group. In that functional group we start from start to A. But neighboring compound having differences by CH2 is called as a homologous series. Homo means same, logos means difference, means neighboring compounds having same difference. That's why name is given homologous series. For example, alkanes. In alkanes starting from methane, ethane, propane and butane, methane and ethane having differences by CH2, by atomic weight difference is 14, ethane to propane is CH2, means if we add CH2 in first compound, we get the next compound and then we get the series, and that series is a homologous series. So what are the characteristics of homologous series? First one, they having same chemical properties, means same functional group, they having different physical properties, but physical properties goes on gradually increases. The molecular weight difference by neighboring compound is by CH2 and the precursor difference is by CH2. We know that the organic compound, that is a carbon, having versatile nature, and because of the versatile nature it forms three properties. One is catenation, second is a homologous series, and third one is isomerism. So next point, and that is called as a classification of organic compounds. Organic compounds are classified into two ways. One is open chain compound and second one is called closed chain compounds. Open chain compounds and closed chain compounds. Open chain compounds are those compounds in which first and last carbons are not attached, are called open chain compounds. Butane, butene, pentane, hexane and propane are the examples of open chain compounds. Open chain compounds are further classified into two types: saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds. Unsaturated compounds mean those compounds having only carbon-carbon single bond are called saturated compounds, and those compounds having carbon-carbon double or triple bond are called unsaturated compounds. Unsaturated compounds having example is butane, hexane and pentane. Already I abbreviated in Roman, that is first, third and fourth. Means above compounds are classified into two types. Some are saturated and some are unsaturated. Unsaturated compounds are those compounds in which carbon-carbon double or triple bond compounds are present. In above, butene and propene are the examples of unsaturated compounds, and we are abbreviated by Roman second and fifth. Closed chain compounds. Closed chain compounds are those compounds in which first and n carbons are attached, are called closed chain compounds. Closed chain compounds are also called cyclic compounds. Example: cyclohexane, benzene and naphthalene are the examples of closed chain compounds. Closed chain compounds are further classified into two types: alicyclic compounds and aromatic compounds. Alicyclic means those compounds are closed but they are having no benzene ring, are called alicyclic compounds. Example is cyclohexane. And the aromatic compounds are those compounds in which Kekulé said that a compound having benzene, at least one benzene ring, are called aromatic. Hence, benzene, naphthalene, beta-naphthol are the examples of aromatic compounds. For alicyclic compounds, I abbreviated a small a is example, that is cyclohexane, and for aromatic compound, that is compound B and C, are the aromatic compounds. We want the structures of that is closed compounds is in this way, that is cyclopentane we can write in this fashion. This is a cyclopentane, and benzene having alternate double bond is aromatic compound. This is a benzene and this is cyclopentane.